That's quite the intro, quite the trail to start out on. If that's how the day is going, I don't know how it's going to end. Endless flowy downhill trails, grippy technical climbs, smooth fire road linking sections, year-round sunshine and an e-mountain bike. Does that sound good to you? Because it does to me. Girona, in Spain's northeastern Catalonia region, is renowned for its cycling community. It's a haven for pro road cyclists and attracts people to move here from all over the world, renowned for its clement weather, outdoor living and general Spanish lifestyle. But just southwest of the city is a town called Santa Coloma de Farnes. It's a town that sits right at the bottom of a sprawling mountain chain. And if you sip a cup of coffee in town, it won't be long before you see telltale signs of what this place means to people like you and me. Riding out of town, you can soon see the bottoms of trails popping out onto this road. And as soon as you get a bit of elevation, you see how many hills and valleys there are, and there's trails on all of them. It's crazy. When you start to look at Trail Forks or Strava, it's just like a mad spider web of trails. I've been here in the past and I've seen pro cross-country racers here doing laps of the fire road, and I've also seen some pretty crazy POV videos of this place. But today I'm not looking for the flow trails, I'm looking for all the trails that are graded black, and I want to challenge myself to see if I can ride them all. Right, I've made it to the top, first climb. It's pretty decent, it's like 504 metres we're at now. Amazing views out over Girona and the Mediterranean Sea as well, getting up here. It's in beautiful autumnal weather. It looks amazing, the trail's just perfectly dry and it's really sandy. And I've got to the top of the first trail, black trail, called Spicy Calimoto. And I'm pretty sure Calimoto is that drink. It's like half red wine, half Coca-Cola. And this trail is a spicy version of that. So I'm expecting something pretty good. And pretty chunky, I'd imagine. It looks pretty steep on the profile, so let's drop in. Yeah, sort of. Ow. Not the best start to it. I managed to wedge myself down in that tree. Super awkward little turn there, and I've whacked my bike, and actually I've managed to make my front brake hose leak a bit of oil to come a bit loose, so I'm just tightening that up. Check the bike over. I might have a sweet to make me feel better and then drop in again. So I've got about 100 metres so far and I've had my first crash. The black trails here are definitely pretty chunky and gnarly, and some of them are remote as well. I'm glad that my injuries are not worse and that my brake was salvageable. A quick tighten up of the hose connector and the lever feel firmed up. I wouldn't want to drop that trail without a front brake. The crash also made it really clear how much of a challenge it actually is to try and ride all the black trails. It isn't to be underestimated. Wow, that's quite the intro, quite the trail to start out on. If that's how the day is going, I don't know how it's going to end. This is such a brutal climb out that I've had to bump it up to eMTB+. So steep and soft, really sandy. Heading up to the highest point of the ride actually now. That was one hell of a climb. I've actually, burnt up a bit of battery there because I had to go up the modes. We're almost 600 meters of elevation now, but I wanted a quick stock check before dropping in. My back is feeling pretty sore after that. But how does that look? A bit purple. Got me there. Right, we're up to the top of the second one, which is like the furthest point on the map for our route out into the wilds, pretty much. Actually, it is just rolling hills, keep on going. And this is the longest descent as well. It's about 300 meters, which is not massive to be fair, but yeah, hopefully I can ride it this time and not fall off. Let's go. Wow, it's so severe, but impressive. What a trail. It's gnarly. It's taken quite a bit of route planning, to be fair, to tie all these black trails into one loop. And there will be a bit of repeat in some of the climbs, but luckily there's a lovely fire road here. It's easy enough to get up for 2 or 3 of my climbs. And then once I'm in the black trails, sometimes they split occasionally. So I'll just have to pick one of those and ride that and forget the other one. So technically I'm not riding every single black trail here, but I think I'm pushing my luck for time and battery anyway. So I need to be keeping an eye on what assistance I'm using. It'll be pretty much eco all day, I think, to get this done. And I've got my Garmin Edge eMTB head unit up on the bars as well, because it's pretty complicated, the navigation I have to take. And there's so many trails here, I'll make sure I'm dropping into the right one. I'm using the Trail Forks feature on my Garmin to make sure I'm on the planned trails. This one is simply called 23. Right, 3 black trails in. I tell you what, it's pretty serious actually. It's kind of surprised me the terrain you get yourself into, kind of out away from like the town as well. So it does feel pretty wild, and the riding is definitely wild. Definitely think you need a proper bike. Like I'm riding my Kado Works from Whyte, so it's 150mm travel, 170 fork, big brakes, got downhill tyres. I think you need all that stuff. And I've got 800 watt hour battery as well with a Bosch CX, and I think I'm gonna use all of that, to be fair. But I've made a bit of a kind of plan. So my attempt to ride all the black trails, I'm ducking out of. I'm taking the easy route out. I'm pretty sore actually after that crash, but what I want to do is ride some of the more fun ones. So I've seen 3 of the gnarliest black trails, but I'm gonna head over to a trail called Cast, which I know is really good fun. So I'm pivoting away from the gnarly stuff, hopefully. I want to go and have a fun afternoon before we run out of light and battery. There you go, big day out. And that was probably the hardest 35 kilometers I've ever done. And I've still got 30% battery left, so I could be going again. I'm not going to, because I am spent. It was tough. Definitely the black trails here are full on. And they're remote as well, so you've got to be prepared if you're going to do them. Because if you fall off your bike, like I did, and you're by yourself, you could end up in a bit of a sticky situation. But it was really good, but it's not just gnarly trails by any means. Some of those blues are amazing. There's reds, there's all sorts. And I've only just scratched the surface, and this is the 3rd time I've been here. There's trails everywhere. All the ones I planned to ride, you pass, 5 or 6 crossings and trails coming out of the woods when you're going to the ones you know about. So I think you could ride here for a week and not ride the same trail twice. But Let me know in the comments if you've been here, if you've ridden at Santa Coloma, Tofana's, or if you can recommend anywhere else that I should go. I should put on my bucket list of places to go and ride my e-mountain bike.